The Genghis Grill brings you the Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show with head coach Lauren Montgomery.
Welcome to Genghis Grill and this week's Coaches Show. I'm Coach Pat McGrew, and we're here with the head football coach of the Bixby Spartans, Coach Lauren Montgomery. Boy, Coach, week number 9, couldn't have been better. Kids came out ready to play this week.
Yeah, they did, Coach. Proud of them. Proud of the way we came out of the tunnel, ready to play, and finally got some good football weather. Finally, summer went away, and we've got some good fall weather now, Coach.
Yeah, nothing is more important. Also, you got a lot of young people in there at the end of the game. I almost played a whole quarter, you know. And fortunately, that's so important. I mean, they've almost played a full game this year, you know, and they're not starters. But, boy, there's some good-looking kids even behind those seniors.
Yeah, getting that game experience, nothing can replicate or duplicate that. And so for those young guys to get to come in and play against Muskogee starters, you know, it's a real valuable experience that you just can't get back. So it's good to come out and play as well as we did the other night and get a lot of those younger guys meaningful game reps.
Well, I tell you what, it was a great game, and every week we talk about it. You can't play as well as you did on Friday if you don't play well during the week in practice, and there has to be some practice players of the week.
Yeah, 2 great practice players this week, 2 great seniors, just wonderful kids, guys whose parents have done a great job raising them. But we want to recognize Ryan King, a senior defensive back that does a phenomenal job getting our back end lined up, and then also senior defensive end John Nips, just doing a great job for us, giving us great looks out of defensive end. So proud of those guys, proud of the work they're putting in, and we couldn't play the way we do on Friday without having a great practice, and that takes every single person we have.
Well, congratulations on a great victory, and we got another big game coming up.
Hey, Coach, let's go to break and get right back, and let's watch that first half of action.
The Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show was brought to you by Genghis Grill, Jim Norton Toyota, Car Country, Nelson Nissan, Nelson Mazda, Matthews Ford, Midwest Sporting Goods, Arvest Bank, TTCU, Chick-fil-A, Central States Orthopedic Specialist, Henry Orthodontics, State Farm, Challenger Services, and by the Coaches Driving School. Get in the game.
When it comes to safety, performance, and technology, Midwest Sporting Goods offers athletes the edge with products like Shuck football helmets, Tag shoulder pads, new 5150 BB Core baseball bat, or Nike and Under Armour apparel and shoes. Next time you suit up for a game or practice, put some Midwest vest on you.
Genghis Khan. You may know me from such conquests as the sacking of Yanjing or the famous raid of Bukhara. Good times. But here, at Genghis Grill, I've chosen to turn my efforts from burning and pillaging to more noble pursuits like feeding and empowering. With 80 delicious fresh ingredients to build your own bowl, you can eat what you want. Could have used you at the Battle of Samarkand. Genghis Grill.
We like Adam, yes we do.
Adam Cash gives you $50 when you open a checking account using our school pride card.
Oh, Adam, you're so fine.
Adam Cash gives our school $50 when you open an account with a school pride card.
Our school gets a donation from TTCU when you use our card.
So does ours. You swipe and TTCU donates.
Our card's the best.
TTCU has more than 30 school pride cards for you to choose. It pays your school $50 and you $50 for getting yours. Get the best today.
Welcome back to Genghis Grill with the Bixby Coaches Show. We're here with Coach Lauren Montgomery. Coach, what a great first half of action. Boy, it was so important, you know, to come out and play well right off the bat, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. They got the ball first, and our defense came out and set the tone right away. So pretty excited about that. Let's go ahead and take a look, Coach. Coming out here, you'll see Jed Stinson and Austin Grotz bottling everything up inside. You know, the defensive front 3 just really doing a fine job of holding their own. Grady Hannafin in there, Cress Woodward, Casey Sade from their linebacker spots, just doing a good job. I love the blue and red combination right there. I thought it really popped and stood out. Come back and we hit a little inside zone play, and we come back, throw a slant right here to Kyle Ryan. Didn't have the ball in the air a lot the other night because we were able to run our stretch play so effectively. early, and right there you'll see Nick Roller getting in behind Jared Kerr and Brandon Dyson on the outside zone look. We got them bottled up right there. You got Austin Grotz, Grady Hannafin, Jed Stinson, all, you know, a lot of blue shirts in on that. So some guys really playing fast right there. They do a good job throwing a little bubble screen, and J.J. Cantrell's able to come from his safety position, make a tackle right there, do a good job stretching it out, allowing our guys to run, allowing our defensive guys to run. We run a little pin and pull play right here that we put in for Muskogee's defense. Muskogee has a little bit different defense than we've seen all year. Had to do a few things to adjust to the looks that they gave us up front, and so did a good job right there. Nick just doing a good job doing what he does, getting yards after contact, getting in behind Zach Brown and some of those guys up front. Tanner Griffin right here, he had a great night and showing you a little bit of what he can do with his wheels. I think Tanner had about 75 yards rushing on the evening, so good night from him. Come back, we run the stretch play out of our jumbo package right here, and we've got Austin Grotz, Grady Hannafin, Jared Kerr all lined up in that bunch formation doing a fine job. Right here, Casey Say doing a good job running from his linebacker position. Casey's really playing well right now, had a big game the other night. Austin Grotz, good pressure right there. Grady Hannafin, good pressure, maybe getting held just a little bit, but flush the quarterback from the pocket. Come back right here, we run a stretch play, and there's a little miscommunication, and Tanner pulls it down right here and has a great run. You know, doing a good job getting a block right there from Kyle Ryan out on the outside. So proud of our wide receivers. Goon Squad, as they called themselves, doing a fine job. Right here, we get Nick a little bit of a crease, and he breaks a long one right there, coming down. Gets tackled on his head right there, believe it or not, and then we hand the stretch play off to him, and he gets in the end zone right there. So getting that defense back out on the field, I tell you what, just some real physicality right there out of Austin Grotz, forcing everything back inside. We get a good hit there on their quarterback. Justin Williams, this week's player of the game, doing a great job out at his corner position, slowing them down. Come back to Nick right here behind Zach Brown and Brandon Dyson, doing a good job right there. And right here we throw a long pass down the seam to Cade Cabanis. Cade, junior wide receiver, doing a good job. Cade's actually grown about 6 inches or 8 inches in the last year, and so really doing a fine job adjusting his body, adjusting his growth, and Cade literally catches everything we throw at him. Come back right here, run the stretch play. This is another one of Nick's, 6 touchdowns in the first half. Nick had an unbelievable half, 250 yards rushing in the first half. Come back, Zach Brown picking up a block out off the edge for Nick. Nick's just doing a phenomenal job being physical and absolutely punishing people when he runs. We come right here, we get a short edge, hand the ball off to Nick out off the outside edge. Nick doing a good job right here, just an unbelievable run right here. Keeping those feet churning, and then, you know, what people don't realize is how fast Nick is when he gets out into the open field. So proud of those guys, doing a good job. Come back behind Jordan Johnston, it's big Tyler Womack, getting Nick out in the open field. Nick just doing a fine job of punishing defensive backs. Once we get him past the first level, he's just such a physical, bruising runner. As you can see right here, it takes nearly Muskogee's whole team to drag him down. Right here, we hit our stretch play once again, and I tell you what, we got some guys. Oliver Pate probably had his best game, doing a good job of getting up on the second level. Muskogee runs a 3-3 stack defense, and we did a good job getting up on their Mike linebacker and containing him. In our jumbo set right there behind Grady Hannafin, running it out off the edge right here. So we take it into half, 43-19. Got a nice little lead, but we probably let them score and hit a couple big plays that we didn't want to do in the first half.
You know, and a lot of people probably ask, you know, why you guys go for 2 so much. And I can tell you this right now, this might not be the reason why you do it, but I used to hate having to prepare. It takes up so much of your practice just working on all the different things that you all do and be successful running 2-point conversions.
Yeah, it does, and then we also feel like if we can steal a couple of points here and there, it's going to give us an advantage down the way. And so, yeah, the other team has to prepare, and then really all you have to be on those is 50% to break even. So.
Yeah, it sure looks good. Boy, what a great first half of action, and boy, we'll get back to that second half right after this.
Genghis Khan. You may know me from such conquests as the sacking of Yanjing or or the famous raid of Bukhara. Good times. But here, At Genghis Grill, I've chosen to turn my efforts from burning and pillaging to more noble pursuits, like feeding and empowering. With 80 delicious fresh ingredients to build your own bowl, you can eat what you want. Could have used you at the Battle of Samarkand. Genghis Grill.
At Matthews Ford, we know what's important. Those moments in life you hold on to. To always remember and protect. Matthews Ford has a new state-of-the-art facility in Broken Arrow, where we can help our customers make more of those moments. Come by and see us today. Matthews Ford.
Smart people know huge model year-end savings can be found at JimNortonToyota.com. Hurry, take 0% financing for 60 months on new 2014 Tundras. 0 for 60, or pay just $199 a month. $199 a month for a new 2014 Tundra. And get Jim Norton Toyota's biggest discounts of the year. Plus, you always get a lifetime warranty at no extra charge from Jim Norton Toyota, 9809 South Memorial, where T-Town gets Toyota.
One place for all your insurance needs? Of course. See State Farm agent Mark Musser. Call or stop by today.
Looking for free checking that isn't free of extras? It's as easy as finding your nearest Arvest bank. Our free Blue Checking comes with lots of features, including free online and mobile banking, and the ability to deposit a check just by taking a picture of it with your smartphone. And since it's from Arvest, you'll have the freedom of more than 240 locations and convenient hours. You shouldn't have to pay for convenience. Switch to free Blue Checking from Arvest Bank.
Welcome back to Genghis Grill with Coach Lauren Montgomery, the head football coach of the Bixby Spartans. Coach, one thing that I noticed and I love seeing, never coached the line, but man, our offensive defensive line were just dominating. You can look at the offense when you were talking about you running that stretch play. You know, it was just, the line was just moving them down the field.
Yeah, I tell you what, our offensive and defensive line, we got a lot of veterans up there and guys that are understanding what we're doing, and they communicate really well together, which was important Friday because, quite honestly, Muskogee gave us a lot of different looks to prepare for and a lot of difficult things, and so if those guys weren't able to communicate the way they were, we wouldn't have been so successful running the football.
It sure was a great first half, and got to see a lot of young people, a lot of good young players play that second half, so we might as well get right to it.
Yeah, let's take a look. It was kind of fun at halftime, Coach. Got to see old DeAndre Jennings in the stands. They had a bye week this week, so it's always fun when those veterans come back and want to see you. So right here, they made an adjustment at halftime to overload our trip set, and so we came back and we ran the stretch play back to the weak side, and then they fixed it, and you'll see young sophomore Ryan Matthews doing a good job running the football there, and then Zach Reynolds in it at tailback, and Tanner doing a good job scrambling. Tanner's a really good runner with the football, and so proud of him, proud of the week he had running the football. And then Zach Reynolds on the inside zone play does a great job making a cut, hand that ball to the official. You know, Zach is a tremendous running back. We manage him. He's one of our best safeties though too, so we got to limit the number of carries he gets, you know, being a two-way player like he is. Muskogee comes back and you know, tries to take advantage of some of the things that we're doing with their bubble screens, but fortunately our defense is able to shut them down. Ryan Matthews, young sophomore, running really hard here, and so proud of Ryan and what he's doing, proud of the way he grows. He had a big play last week against Booker T, and then was able to come in here in the fourth quarter and run the football well. You'll see right there in behind our big offensive line, and we got some guys really getting pushed, doing a good job there. See big Tyler Womack, he's blocking his way. LaDarren Walker coming in, a sophomore running back, another sophomore running back we have that's just doing a great job. He continues to grow, and he's a big kid. He's going to be a big physical running back after one good year in the weight room all off season. So proud of him, and we get LD into the end zone there. He makes a great cut back behind the blocking of Tyler Womack. Get that defense back out on the field right right here. Zach Reynolds making a great tackle right there. Casey Sade in on the action. Doing a good job right here. Austin Grotz putting pressure on him. And then finally, Grady Hannafin or Brendan Evers sneaking in on the sack right there. So great team defense. I tell you what, we've got a defense that likes to hit some people. You'll see Cress and Casey in being physical on that. Jed Stinson in from his nose guard position, being a selfless player. Casey on a big sack, you know, one of the big hits or big plays of the game right there. Fun to see Casey playing so well, and that takes us into the fourth quarter, Coach. Cherry, Muskogee's quarterback, one of the more talented quarterbacks we've seen all year, and he does a good job with both his legs and throws the ball well. LaDarren Walker picking up an important first down right here. LaDarren's just really growing as a football player, as a ball carrier. You see he gets his shoulder square, and when he gets his shoulder square, he's really tough to deal with. Coming back right here, Ryan Matthews, young sophomore, doing a good job. Looks so smooth when he runs the ball, doesn't even look like he's running hard. He's just one of those guys that's fast. Got freshman Kobe Tillman in, making a tackle right there. John Nips in on it. So we got a lot of Spartans in, a lot of guys getting good game reps. Braden Daniel having a good game from his outside linebacker position, had about 8 tackles. You'll see Cade Cannon, one of our sophomore inside linebackers, in on that tackle right there. So we got a lot of guys continuing to play well. Kobe Tillman in on that. Cody Adams doing a good job from his defensive end position, bottling everything up. See Jeff Szymanski, senior, out there doing a good job from his outside linebacker position, and that's the final, Coach, 57-28. So let's go ahead. Big night for stats. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats. Like I mentioned, 57-28. We had 570 total yards of offense to their 332. 25 first downs to their 13. 489 yards on the ground. I think that's the most yards we've had on the ground in my 5 years at Bixby. I know you had some great rushing attacks, Coach, but though we're real proud of the running backs and offensive line there, that's a big number. Passing, we had 81 yards through the air. We were able to get the run game going, only threw the ball 9 times. And then penalties, the number that we've reduced also, had 6 penalties for 55 yards. Tanner was 5 of 9 for 81 yards in the air rushing. Nick had 25 carries for 255 yards and 6 TDs, and that's in a half. Ryan Matthews, 15 carries for 88 yards. Tanner Griffin, 6 carries for 76 yards. And LaDarren Walker, 12 carries for 55 yards. Through the air, Kyle had 4 catches for 39 yards. Cade Cavanis had 1 big grab for 42 yards. Tackles, Casey and Cress are nearly tied on tackles for the year. They tied last night with 13 apiece. J.J. Cantrell from his safety position had 8, and Braden Daniel had 8. So a lot of guys with big stats Friday night, Coach.
Well, Coach Montgomery, it was a great football night. You were talking about Zach Reynolds, handing the football to the referee. I also saw Casey Sade pick up the flag and hand it back to the referees. It's, tough kids like that, and they still, are really a great group of kids.
Yeah, a good group of kids, and, one thing, we want those guys to be good sports, and sometimes we don't always get that, but that's one of the things that we're working on, and a lot of those guys continue to grow, not only on the field, but off the field with character as well.
Well, Coach, that was a big game, a big victory for us, and, about the playoffs, we know we're in the playoffs, and no matter where we're at, we'll not talk about that, but the first round, first and second get a home game, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And then what happens on the second and the third in the championship?
Well, this year there's only 3 rounds of playoffs, so second round will be a semifinal round, and that's held at a neutral site. And then we'll take Thanksgiving week off, should we be fortunate enough to be continuing to play, and that would be the goal. So Thanksgiving weekend will be off, and you come back for the state championship game December 5th. So,
well, congratulations on a big victory, and boy, Spartan fans, it's a home game, last regular season game of the year, and boy, we need you to support these Bixby Spartans. Coach Montgomery, great job, and thank you. It's a great day to be a Spartan, and we'll be back right after this with this week's Car Country Player of the Week.
One place for all your insurance needs? Of course. See State Farm agent Mark Musser. Call or stop by today.
Genghis Khan. You may know me from such conquests as the sacking of Yanjing or the famous raid of Bukhara. Good times. But here, at Genghis Grill, I've chosen to turn my efforts from burning and pillaging to more noble pursuits like feeding and empowering. With 80 delicious fresh ingredients to build your own bowl, you can eat what you want. Could have used you at the Battle of Samarkand. Genghis Grill.
Are you Marcus Dupree?
Marcus Dupree? What's up, man? Woo!
It's Dupree.
Marcus Dupree plays for Car Country now. Dupree 24-month warranty. Dupree oil changes for life. Dupree roadside assistance.
Man, I could have spent 45 grand at one of them big dealerships.
Now what's your credit score?
I could have played in the NFL.
Locations in Bixby, Broken Arrow, Bartlesville, Claremore, and Sapulpa. Take advantage of Marcus Dupree.
It's Dupree.
You, me, and Marcus Dupree.
At Car Country by Nelson.
Welcome back to this week's Car Country Player of the Week. Number 4, senior Justin Williams. One of the best cornerbacks I've ever seen go through Bixby. Justin, I tell you, as a former coach and everything, you can't have a good defense if you don't have good corners. And man, I'm telling you what, you are just shutting down everybody. You and Blake Cooper, boy, it's two of the better corners that go through here, in my opinion. Boy, do you like that position, that corner position?
Yes, sir. It's in the family tradition.
Oh, I know that. Hey, you know, what is your outlook? You know, we know that we want to win the state championship, but, you know, just for a moment, let's talk about Justin Williams. What is your outlook for after you graduate?
After I graduate, I want to continue to play football, so I'm going to go to the next level, play college football, and if it works its way out, one day I might be fortunate to play in the NFL.
Hey, you know, we've got one up there already, and maybe you can play for the Denver Broncos also. So I know that, boy, you've done a great job, and this senior bunch, and I say it over and over and over again, is very special. You know, what do you think about the senior group?
I think it's a pretty good group. We all look after each other. When we go out there with a chip on our edge. We're going out there because it's our last year of high school, and nothing can be better than wearing a gold ball in the ring.
Well, congratulations on a great year. I hope to see you up there with Chris Harris someday. And boy, I tell you what, you're starting off in the right place. But more importantly, right now, let's go win that gold ball. Let's get that first one for Bixby. And I know you got several games before that. But congratulations already on a good year and the rest of the season. And man, Spartan fans, come out and support Justin Williams and his senior buddies and the rest of the Spartans. It's a great day to be a Spartan, and congratulations on a great year. And man, let's get us there. Well, that's it. And we'll be back with the Nelson Mazda U-Team of the Week right after this.
Are you Marcus Dupree?
Marcus Dupree? What's up, man? Woo!
It's Dupree.
Marcus Dupree plays for Car Country now. Dupree 24-month warranty. Dupree oil changes for life. Dupree roadside assistance.
Man, I could have spent 45 grand at one of them big dealerships.
Now what's your credit score?
I could have played in the NFL.
Locations in Bixby, Broken Arrow, Bartlesville, Claremore, and Sapulpa. Take advantage of Marcus Dupree.
It's Dupree.
You, me, and Marcus Dupree.
At Car Country by Nelson.
Genghis Khan. You may know me from such conquests as the sacking of Yanjing or the famous raid of Bukhara. Good times. But here, at Genghis Grill, I've chosen to turn my efforts from burning and pillaging to more noble pursuits like feeding and empowering. With 80 delicious fresh ingredients to build your own bowl, you can eat what you want. Could have used you at the Battle of Samarkand. Genghis Grill.
One place for all your insurance needs? Of course. See State Farm agent Mark Musser. Call or stop by today.
At Matthews Ford, we know what's important. Those moments in life you hold on to. To always remember and protect. Matthews Ford has a new state-of-the-art facility in Broken Arrow, where we can help our customers make more of those moments. Come by and see us today. Matthews Ford.
Welcome back to this week's Nelson Mazda U-Team of the Week. We're here with the Bixby 5th grade Platinum head football coach, Jerry Longdale. Coach, you know, before we even get started, you know, your mother-in-law is she was my boss at Broken Arrow, Angie Wishart, and boy, I tell you what, she's one of the biggest influences in my coaching career. You know, how's she doing now?
She's doing awesome. Yeah, awesome, and she's still a coach at heart. So I get a lot of suggestions for
Did
things
she ever
we
come
could
out
do.
and help you?
She has. She helped me coach basketball. Matter of fact.
Matter of fact, how she used to get all of us guys to do a lot of stuff. She'd bring us all kinds of treats.
Oh,
and
yeah.
candy.
Yeah.
We hadn't done anything for Coach Wishart, but you know, more right now I want to talk about you know, your fifth grade team. You went 3-5. You know, you had a great bunch of kids.
We had a great time, and 3-5 doesn't sound like a great season, but this was a first-year team with kids that only a couple kids had experience, and so we called it a success. I mean, we got better each and every week.
Well, that's awesome, and I know Coach Montgomery and myself, we know how important it is, the youth program. I mean, look at what Coach Montgomery and the rest of the Spartans have put together, man.
Yep.
It's I think it's one of the greatest leagues anywhere, and especially here at Bixby. And we want to thank you for all the hard work you do. Absolutely. You know what? You know, your offense, was it pretty strong this year?
Our offense, it got better each week. We ran you know, a strong set with tight end and wing back, and went with the split back set and ran some cross bucks and things like that. Yeah.
Well, and on my side, my favorite side to talk about is the defensive side. You know, did you have some kids that really flew to the football?
We did. We had some linebackers that really flew to the football. Our defensive ends were strong. You know, we started out the year in a 5-3 and then recognized that with our personnel, maybe a 6-2 was a better look for us, and so we transitioned to that, and it added up in some wins for us.
Well, congratulations. And I tell you, anytime that you can get out and coach the great sport of football, and especially being a Spartan, boy, it's great. And we want to thank all of you coaches, and I know Coach Montgomery really wants to say thank you to everybody in the youth program for building that base for the Spartans up in high school. And boy, congratulations.
Thank
and we
you,
want to thank you.
All right.
And let me tell you something, Spartan fans. We got a big game. All we focus on right now is week number 10, and we got the Sandites coming into the home of the Spartans, and boy, it's going to be a great game. Coach Montgomery and his coaching staff will get the kids ready, but we need your fan support. We'll see you right here next week, and we'll hopefully have a big victory and head into the playoffs.
The Bixby Spartan Football Coaches Show was brought to you by GENGHIS Grill, Jim Norton Toyota, Car Country, Nelson Nissan, Nelson Mazda, Matthews Ford, Midwest Sporting Goods, Arvest Bank, TTCU, Chick-fil-A, Central States Orthopedic Specialists, Henry Orthodontics, State Farm, Challenger Services, and by the Coaches Driving School. Get in the game.